Hey guys, Ziamaro here. So, what is a counter? There are a lot of misconceptions in the community about what a counter really means in Overwatch, and I think having a better understanding of how to truly counter something will help you deal with it a lot better. There are two kinds of counters: hard counters and soft counters. Hard counters are what you'll find in a game like rock, paper, scissors. Rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper. There's no counterplay, it's a hard counter. But Overwatch is not rock, paper, scissors. It's not even comparable to a MOBA. There are no hard counters. There's no hero that you can pick that 100% shuts down another hero. Yet we act like that's true all the time. Just the other day I had a game where our soldier was asking another teammate, "Why are you still playing Genji against Winston?" Now, I'm a bad Genji, but even I know how to play around a Winston. The Genji was actually doing fine. So let's not let bad information cloud our judgment or use our teammates as scapegoats for stuff that simply isn't true. The way we should all be looking at counters is denying value. I guarantee if you start thinking about denying a hero's value when they're giving you issues, you'll actually counter them much more easily. So what are some common misconceptions? The biggest misconception is thinking that being able to win a 1v1 means countering. A lot of us will pick a Winston to kill a Genji. You're completely missing the point if you're leaping around the map trying to finish off a Genji as Winston. Winston does actually counter Genji, but it's his protective shield alongside his chip damage that pressurizes Genji into playing on your terms. The fact that Winston can 1v1 Genji is kind of irrelevant, and you certainly shouldn't be leaping after a retreating Genji if you risk getting punished for it. To put this in perspective, consider Tracer. She can 1v1 almost anything if she's skilled enough, but you wouldn't consider her a counter to Genji, even though she can technically win a 1v1 against him. Another misconception is considering something a counter by damage type. The classic example is Soldier versus Pharah. A 1v1 between these two is actually a skill matchup. Both can kill each other really fast, but we've already said that countering isn't about 1v1s. Being a hit scan hero, Soldier can reliably shoot Pharah out of the sky, but what if Pharah uses her superior mobility to either kill you first or just avoid you? Unless you're killing Pharah over and over and over, you're not really doing anything to mitigate her value. If you're killing her but she's still getting kills on your other teammates, it doesn't mean you're bad. It's your job to shoot her, not stop her killing stuff. Two aspects of countering that we often don't separate. An example of the same situation is Reaper versus Roadhog. This one most of us have got our heads around though. Reaper's well suited to killing Roadhog with his shotguns, but he's not a counter. Number one, Roadhog can simply hook the Reaper, and number two, Reaper does nothing to stop Roadhog hooking your teammates. It's no good killing him after he's already killed both your healers. One final misconception is getting an advantage because of an enemy pick. Best example of this is Zarya benefiting from high charge against a Junkrat. Using your shield simply to gain charge from Junkrat spam means you won't have it for something that might be more important later on, like your Mercy getting hooked by a Roadhog or something. Zarya doesn't actually count a Junkrat. Pharah doesn't count a Junkrat either for that matter. It's just an easy 1v1 for her. So how do you deny value? So if Reaper can't deny Roadhog's value, who can? Reinhardt can block hooks with his shield, D.Va can defense matrix the one shot, and Zarya can bubble someone who gets hooked. Zarya's projected barrier now has the same cooldown as Roadhog's hook. So if you're up against a Roadhog who's carrying hard, you can deny every single hook. I mean sure, sometimes that hook can put someone in a bad position, but at least you'll buy yourself some time. Problems with a Genji? Well, Winston is a good counter, but what else? Zarya can bubble someone who's being shredded by a Dragon Blade. Since a patch a couple of months ago, you can now block 2 swings from the Dragon Blade with Zarya's bubble. So what about Pharah? Soldier can't stop her getting the drop on a healer and 2-shotting them, but D.Va can. With the new defense matrix mechanics, you can actually put your defense matrix over your healers and protect them from damage from most angles. D.Va's also the only hero in the game that can fully mitigate Pharah's ultimate. Did you know that Barrage outdamages Transcendence? These are only a few examples, and tanks are not the only heroes that mitigate value. Take Sombra for example. She denies value from just about anything that relies on cooldowns. Why not hack that Genji so he can't reflect and dash away? If you see a sneaky Genji who looks like he's going to Dragon Blade on the next fight, then hack him. And once that's over, you can EMP and then hack him again if he's not dead already. It's a surefire way to get Genji to switch when he thinks he can't even ult. You can hack a Roadhog to stop him hooking or healing himself. You can hack Reinhardt or D.Va to stop them shielding. You can stop Mercy rezzing or flying away. Her damage might be mediocre, but she's an expert at denying value. Now I'm not saying that having characters that can kill a problem hero is bad, or that they don't counter something to some extent. It's just that killing something is only half of the battle. If your main issue with a hero is that they're killing your backline, then you want to mitigate their damage first. This will allow your damage dealers, the second half of the counter, to kill the problem hero while you buy them time. So if you're having an issue with a hero in Overwatch, stop. First, think about what you can do to stop them killing your team. Then think about how you're going to kill them. I guarantee those Widow, Genji and Pharah smurfs will give you a lot less issues when you focus on mitigating their value rather than trying to outplay them on a DPS character. I'm going to be making an in-depth video for each hero in Overwatch and how to counter them as a team. Whether you're playing tank, DPS or healer, there's always something you can do about a problem hero. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more stuff like this, then subscribe for more in-depth analysis and tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and cheers!